Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Rare is Maddening Cacophony for the mill deck. I don't think I'm going to first pick that. We're looking at probably Kabira Takedown, Merfolk Falconer, Rabid Bite. These are all good. I like that Takedown is removal. That's also a land. That's pretty valuable. Falconer is a good card too. I wouldn't fault anybody for taking that. But I'm going to go with the Takedown. Get the spell land. More versatile. All right, follow-up pick. In white, we have 3 playable, kind of non-exciting cards. There's a Scion of the Swarm for the Cleric deck. Put me in white-black. Otherwise, white-blue is more of party colors. There's like a Diviner and a Field Research. And white-green is more of a landfall. White-red, more warriors. None of these cards are particularly exciting. Strongest cards in the pack are definitely Scion of the Swarm and Moss Pit Skeleton. So I guess Scion of the Swarm makes the most sense then. Unless I'm just going to take another random spell land. But McKindy Stampede often wheels from what I've found. Alright. So now in white, there's just a Cliffhaven Sellsword. In black, we have the Blood Priest. Blood Priest also has synergy with Scion of the Swarm and is a good card in general. So I'm okay taking that. Tangled Florahedron, good. Green spell land. Jiraga Visionary, good random cantrip card. But let's go with the Blood Priest. This doesn't even firmly put us into clerics. It more just could move us into a party deck, potentially. But let's see what is open here. So could take the Blight Priest now. It's got synergy with the Blood Priest. In white, there's Pair Tactician, which is more for the warrior deck. And Smite, which is more of a sideboard card. Kazul's Fury is a good aggro card. Dazim Royal Mage, good. Kicker Wizard, but yeah, I think Blight Priest makes the most sense. If we're going to be cutting a color based on what we have, I'm fine cutting black for now and taking relevant cards. Well, I'm fine taking an Archpriest here. It's a cleric, which is good. Unfortunately, it's often just going to be a 1-mana 1/2 based on what we already have. Makes it a little less good. Could take the Black Bloom Rogue. It's just a spell land. It's got Menace. Doesn't necessarily have synergy with this stuff, but it's better than a top deck land late game. I mean, there's still a chance that we find some other class cards. And in that respect, then at least Archpriest becomes... I mean, the upside of Archpriest is higher, but we're not necessarily white-black yet either. But let's take it. We could end up with some other class cards. So now there's Rebirth, Blood Beckoning, and I guess Drana Silencer. Fairly late Rabid Bite, and Angel Heart Protector in white. But I think we're looking at probably Blood Beckoning. It's a good value card. Malika Rebirth, though. Spell land is good. And you can afford to pay or lose the 2 life. And sometimes it can trade with something and then lose 2 life. It's actually a good card, too. I could see maybe the argument for doing Malika Rebirth. Doesn't actually take up a slot in the deck either. It's pretty awesome with Blood Priest. Maybe trade with something, bring it, lose 2, but then it comes back and drains again. I don't know. We'll speculate that a spell land's better. All right, here Mind Drain versus Banneret. Banneret's typically at its best in a cleric deck, but usually one that has like a Tended Healer. But I can take it. Otherwise, Mind Drain has synergy with Scion of the Swarm. It's also a card advantage spell. That's true, too. Probably go Mind Drain. I think Banneret would be reasonable here as well. Might end up blue, but then we're... Oops. I so rarely click that. I was too eager to click this Core Celebrant that has good synergy with our Scion and the Blight Priest. Yeah, now I guess we probably are clerics at this point. Okay, we can take the healer. Makes sense. Synergy with Blight Priest and Scion of the Swarm. And a Vigilant Attacker to boot. Can take the Raptor. We already have a couple spell lands, so also cuts the last white card out of that pack. All right, Blood Price is at its most playable in this archetype, so I'm okay with that. Spare supplies. I actually like it for this deck too. All right, we've got a good start here for clerics. We'll take an Ox. I would say I like spare supplies more than blood price most of the time. You pay less for it. You don't get as good a choice, and you have to wait longer, but it's hard to come by solid turn 2 plays. Well, Rune Crab's really good, but wow, this pack is really devoid of anything we want. Like, I don't care about Mesa Links. I don't care about Skulker. Skulker technically, I guess, has some Archpriest synergy, but not what I'm looking for. Probably just take a Vortex and take 20 gems, because I don't need a single card from here. So now, another Celebrant. There's also Zoff Consumption and Blood Price, but we already have some Celebrant synergy, so I suppose we take that. Be nice to get the Consumption back. So now I probably take Blood Beckoning. Just a white-black value card. Healer would be acceptable here too, but maybe we'll wheel it. Alright, well, Feed the Swarm's at its most playable in this archetype, so we'll definitely take it here. We're also a little bit removal light, aren't we? We have a Kabira takedown, and that's it. Okay. In that case, fairly easy pick. So it's best of one, so Disenchant. Probably not going to be too useful. We already have a Blood Price. Maybe a Resolute Strike. Cheap combat trick. I'm not going to main deck Smite, I don't think. Okay. So another Celebrant, another chance to get Zoff Consumption. Probably just keep taking the Celebrants, I guess. Kind of makes sense with Blight Priest and Scion. Already have a couple synergies. Ideally, we'll find some more. Shepherd here's a nice pickup. It's evasive, can gain life, and a Cleric. Alright, I think I'm going to take the Blood Priest over the Banneret. Like I said, I like Blood Priest. In this deck, admittedly, it's not as good as it can be, but I would be interested in the Banneret. I think Banneret's a good addition to this deck, but I think Blood Priest is just higher on the pick totem pole there. I like that it's just a 2-drop that drains, that trades with something likely. Maybe take the Skulker. It kind of works with our Blood Priest and our Archpriest, whereas Mesa Lynx does not. I don't want to play it, though. We already have Blood Price. I mean, I'm not going to play Mesa Lynx. The chance of playing 2 Blood Prices has got to be pretty low, I would think. But it's a way to get card advantage for a deck that can flood out. Alright, Kite Sail's actually totally fine here. We don't have a ton of evasion. And I don't really want to play a Raptor in here. I mean, we have a whole pack to figure this deck out. So actually, Outrider's not bad in here. It's good with Archpriest. It's good with the Blood Priest. Or we could take the Silencer, get another removal card. We're not a beatdown deck, so maybe Silencer is better to pick something off. Last pick, Mind Drain. Well, that's pretty sweet. Captain's a great card. There's another Feed the Swarm in here. I could see taking the Captain, but I kind of want to do the Feed the Swarms. Maybe playing multiple's not wise, but we have 3 Celebrants, as well as a Healer, double Blood Priest. I feel as though we should be able to... It also deals with really pesky stuff in the format, like Rooster Drakes. And, you know, Nihiri's Binding, Bubble Snare. All right. I guess we'll go Feed the Swarm number 2. So choices now. Splash Zagras. I mean, this card is probably fine on the splash, even with no current fixing. Otherwise, there are some clerics in here. We have another Blood Priest, Skyclave Cleric. I think the upside of Zagras is high enough where we probably take it. This card is, our deck is looking for something big and splashy, and I would say Zagras counts. This is an amazing way to just win a game. Lithoform Engine, that's actually a really good card too. Good way to, I mean, it's slow, but it's a big effect. And if we can survive long enough, I think that's good. For now, we'll probably dump. Less relevant stuff, but Engine is a great pickup. So another Shepherd, more life gain. I like it. More ways to prolong the game. More Shepherds? I'm okay with playing a bunch of Shepherds. Kind of looking like we're going to be an 18 land deck now, which maybe means we dump this Kite Sail. Probably the Resolute Strike can go. We'll see. But I am liking everything else so far. All right. Farsight's good. Kitesail Cleric is cheap flyer, but Adept might make sense. It's got Blood Priest synergies. It draws cards. Synergizes with Archpriest, sort of. Easier to copy with Lithoform Engine. Makes Zagras cheaper. All right. Another Silencer's probably okay. For playing 18 lands, maybe. Got the Banneret. I want to take that. That's going to be good. Gloom Hunter would be good too. But we'll go Banneret. Dauntless Unity we don't really need. Skydancer we'll consider. It does have evasion. And we'll consider it. Another Banneret or an Outrider. I feel like the chances of playing 2 Bannerets aren't high, so maybe just take the Banneret, or the Outrider rather. Consider it. So the best Archpriest of Iona can get in this deck is a 1-mana 3/2, which really isn't that good. I mean, it's good, but it's not like you're getting it on turn 1. So we're never going to be able to get the Archpriest to be amazing. So I might actually cut it and focus on other things. Card advantage and such. But yeah, I think with Lithoform Engine and Zagras, we probably are going to be 18 lands, including the Takedown and Rebirth. Zagras is going to be a little bit tougher to play on the splash, but it's probably, I think it's worth it. I wish we'd gotten some fixing for it, but so 11, 12, 13, we need to make quite a few cuts. I think Archpriest can go. Like I said, it's just, we have Rogues, Warriors. Wait, oh, I guess we do have full party in here, don't we? Because we have 1 Wizard. All right, maybe it is worth it. So what are my cuts? Maybe Outrider can go. Not that it's bad, it's just probably unnecessary in here. Yeah, we actually do have full party. So I've got to figure out some cuts. It's probably creatures. So maybe the silencers. Or at least one of them. They're not bad, it's just they're not great either. So I need to make 3 more cuts. Yeah, not having any fixing is not ideal. We're not super color intensive though either. We do have double black with Scion, but I kind of want all my card advantage. But maybe we can cut the blood price and just have spare supplies and blood beckoning and lithiform engine sort of card advantage. I like Skydancer because it evades, but maybe that's not a good enough reason. It's got synergy with stuff. I mean, we can consider cutting the Zagras, but maybe double Mind Drain is excessive. Even though I think it's good. So then we just need to make 2 more cuts. How many mountains am I running for Zagras too? It's another question. Am I running like 3? And hope that doesn't pollute the mana base too much. I could see maybe just cutting the Mind Drains. They're good, but I think we've got... I'd rather run us drawing cards more than me making my opponent discard. I think it's good, it's just... We're going to be more focusing on our stuff. So then I have to make 1 more cut. And it's probably a creature. Could be the Healer. Healer is a fine card. It's got synergy with Blight Priest. It's got Vigilance, synergy with Scion. But I like Blood Priest more. And Seagate and Archpriest are probably a little bit more exciting. And I'm running Skydancer because it evades basically a surprise blocker. Still makes Zagras cheaper. Doesn't synergize with Silencer. I can see maybe cutting the Silencer. It's just we don't have a ton of removal in here. And Silencer potentially could be at its best. 6 mana, -4/-4 if we have Warrior, Cleric, and Wizard. Because we are still a little removal light. We have 2 Feed the Swarms. Could be our takedown. And yeah, Silencer kind of fits that 4th card role. It also randomly has synergy with Malakir Rebirth, which is kind of cool. Trades with something, rebirth it, comes back, kills something else. That is actually cool. Maybe it is the Healer. Maybe I'm just have to be okay with that. All right. Interesting deck. Very, very interesting deck. So, no double white. We do have double black, but not a lot. I'm going to see what it looks like if I do 3 mountains. I think we can do 3 mountains and still end up with 8 mana in each other color. Because we can do 7 black. Oh, so then it's only 7 and 7. It's a little bit more tricky. That is a little bit more tricky. But I have to be honest, I'm pretty tempted. No, I guess that's not how we'd want to do it. We'd want to do the extra black. Well, let's see. We don't have to play Archpriest on turn 1. We don't have to play Banneret on turn 1. They certainly help, but double black's more important. I think Zagras is worth it. I think it's worth the splash. Like I said, it's very powerful. Giving all of your creatures Death Touch, especially when you have like 1/4s that have been gaining you life. This is just a real game changer, I think. All right, well, I'm going to run it like this. And we'll see what we can do. So we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, round 1. I guess we'll keep. This hand needs some help, but we can play stuff, so I'm going to keep. And it's cool that we can copy feed the Swarm, I guess, for 5 mana. That is actually cool. I don't know if we want to copy feed the Swarm. Might be a little bit too much. But, I mean, we do have a lot of life gain in here. We have triple Core Celebrant, triple Shepherd of Heroes. With a pretty reasonable amount of class diversity. That was a good draw. Well, I could stay back. But I'm trading 3 for 1 at the moment. Black mana does a lot here. Well, we were going to draw red, which would just let us play the Lithoform engine. No, I don't think we're going to win the race anymore, so might as well trade. There's our black mana, so best use of mana is Lithoform engine. Lithoform would let us maybe copy feed the Swarm too. And actually it would let us copy Malachor Blood Priest. Yeah, I think we try and rip another land here. All right, so now we can go Blood Priest. Wait, it takes 4 to copy it. Didn't quite work as well as I wanted. I think we'll go Sky Dancer, Blood Priest. That one will take. So for 6. I mean, I can copy Feed the Swarm. The problem is I feel like they have Royal Eruption in their hand, which makes this much more challenging. I think we attack with the Sky Dancer. And then I'll play a Silencer. And kill their Sky Dancer. I think we have to stay out of Royal Eruption range, if possible. Well, I can... Alright, I'm kind of comfortable Feed the Swarming that. Alright, they did have the Royal Eruption, so that's fine. Getting rid of that is good. I think I'm going to trade here. Oh, well, we lose both our things if I do that. Alright, that's okay. So we can go Feed the Swarm and copy it for 5. We'll have 7. All right. I also don't have to copy it. That's true. All right. I don't really want to cast Blood Price, but I think we just block here. Okay. A lot of dangerous cards here. We died a Royal Eruption anyway, so I've got Cleric and Rogue, so this only costs 4, but it's not enough currently. What do I have in my graveyard? Get back an Archpriest or a Core Celebrant. I can get back Archpriest, but I can't even play it. Actually, yeah, we can... This makes sense. I can get this and then play the land. All right. I think that's exactly lethal, too. Wow. Talk about a close one. Let's see for round 2. All right, round 2. I don't love this hand, but we'll keep it. I think the spare supplies is probably what makes it keepable. Oh, and being on the play is actually a little bit more helpful here, too. All right, that was a good rip. All right, that's cool. Guess we can crack this in case we get Archpriest or something. Or a CK Banneret. Oh, they have something. Well plays. Oh, that's sweet. Let's attack. And blood price. Well, that's great news for us. So, guess we just get the combo pieces here. Yeah, that makes sense. Suppose we can show them the red mana. Best use of mana is Shepherd, so we'll do that. Hopefully we're just gonna out life gain them. Horn Beetle, interesting. All right. I feel like they have Subtle Strike, so I kind of don't want to block if they attack with the Horn Beetle. Our Celebrant is a little important right now. But next turn I can play the Shepherd and leave up Malika Rebirth, which is quite nice too. Gloom Hunter, okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go. It's got 7 mana. Guess the play is just attack with Shepherd. Then we play a Shepherd and leave up Malika Rebirth. That way if they kill Shepherd, we get it back and offset the life loss. Oh, I see. This is probably still fine. I'm a little more willing to... What am I more willing... Well, this makes more sense to Malika Rebirth. Looks like they do have the Subtle Strike, but we've got the Malika Rebirth, so it's okay. All right. Four, 7, 10. Oh, it's lethal. Wow. Cool. Zagras doing its job. All right. Let's see for the next one. All right, well, this is definitely a keep. I mean, granted, we have no white mana, but Zagras with our splash colors, pretty nice. Yeah, I suppose we can kill that to get some damage in. Guess we play the takedown. So we'll start with the Zagras. Interesting. So they have practice tactics. Good to know. Another white mana would have been pretty nice there. But for now, we'll do our Shepherd. Game for 4. No plays. I think we'll blood price first. Let's get these two. Lithoform Engine's pretty cool too, but like this more. We have Blood Beckoning to get back our... Why didn't they attack there? Why'd they stay back if they didn't have anything to do with our flyers? I mean, they were just clearly off their second color the whole game. All right, we'll see for the next one. All right, we've got a nice keep here. Probably play the Adept first, in case we don't draw lands, maybe. Oh, we don't have a black mana here, huh? Well, still probably better to keep the Mountain Zagras hand. And Adept can hopefully find one of our 8 black sources. All right, we'll play the takedown. I have a feeling we're going to need that land. So now we can go, yeah, Adept maybe. Well, there's no way we can go Adept into Zagras, but it's still okay. And if they're playing blue, maybe they've got Bubble Snare, so then Feed the Swarm maybe gets better. All right, they just go land go, so we'll go Adept go. All right, well, we found a worthy Feed the Swarm target. Certainly not the best use of mana, but Mana well spent. So I think we'll get in with both. And the reason being, even though Adept technically has Death Touch even on defense, I think there's a decent chance that Rabid Bite is in our near future. So I'd rather get in now. They likely take it, although I'm fine with them trading too. Then if they Rabid Bite our Zagras, I can still pay 1 to do Blood Beckoning, get it back, and replay it and attack with it. Which I feel like puts us in a better position to race. Them trading is pretty interesting. Now it makes me wonder if they've got... The thing is, if they do have Bubble Snare, it does stop Zagras, but it doesn't stop Zagras's sweet, sweet passive ability. So I guess we wait a turn to do the Blood Beckoning since we can't really utilize it super well anyway. So here, yeah, I guess we attack with both. So 7. All right, that's cool. So we've got Cleric, Wizard. We have full party somehow. So now we're just like a Iona Priest away from boosting a creature and giving it flying. Yeah, I'd say we're pretty well poised this game. So we're up to 8 mana. That's actually enough to do Shepherd plus the Zagras, right? No, I guess it's not, because we just have Cleric Wizard. Wouldn't make it cheaper. But I guess it's irrelevant to our opponent, so we'll see you in the next game. All right, we got to keep here. Be a good hand. I wonder if I wait on the Banneret. Not anymore. Missing our land drops here. Oh, you can play at this Zagras game, huh? So Lithoform Engine's not going to be able to copy this until turn. I mean, best use of mana is Lithoform Engine, but it's not going to do too much. I guess I can, actually, I can copy the triggered ability. All right. That technically is worth it. And we got Feed the Swarm too, that's cool. Let's do the Blood Priest first, because we gain a bunch of life that we kind of need right now. Yeah, I don't really want to take 6 right now, right away. kind of cool. Well, not precisely what I want to do, but a timely land. Play this because it can at least block Zagras. It's a tough spot because I really don't have a lot of means to beat the Cleric of Lifespond. I don't know if I would. Yeah. Because this can only neg. It's not going to be able to neg my. Alright. I don't really have a lot of ways to deal with the Cleric of Lifespond there, so it's probably okay. So 6. I mean, I suppose Silencer can come in and kill the healer. I don't have the mana to copy the Celebrant yet. I guess this makes our Shepherd slightly better too. Rebirth, huh? They were legitimately playing around. I don't even know if I can. I probably can't afford to lose 2 life here with Zagras out. Well, it's actually pretty good. Buys us a couple turns with Zagras. I think he's got Death Touch though, huh? Alright. Well, unfortunately I can't. Yeah, it'd be cool. But, I mean, I can kill the Gloom Hunter, but then I'm dead to the Zagras. So I guess we just... I mean, the best play is don't show them anything. Hope they play around it. I don't know. Alright, we'll go to the next one. We'll see you then. Alright, this looks slow, but we're going to keep it. Well, it's kind of cool. It's pretty interesting that they want to trade. Okay. Well, I think our Blood Beckoning... I probably ditch a land, and maybe the Silencer, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Send my... Can do Blood Beckoning and get back like a Celebrant and a Shepherd. And then I've at least got the Blight Priest combo in hand. So I can go Shepherd if I draw a land, then if I draw more. So now we can at least go Celebrant plus Archpriest. I think we have one red source left now. Zagras is still in there too. Now it worries me though if we're short 2 red sources. So we just jam a Shepherd to make the best use of mana here. And it also blocks a Soaring Thought Thief. So I think we have a Feed the Swarm for that, right? Well, Zagras being less of a big deal now. So we do have Feed the Swarm. We can do it on the Bubble Snare. Can also do it on the Soaring Thought Thief. Choices. I'm almost in a position to copy Feed the Swarm off the Lithoform engine, which makes me just want to do another Shepherd here. For now. Also happens to make good use of mana, so... Yeah, it's potentially worth it here. Because I can copy Feed the Swarm, kill their Soaring Thought Thief and the Bubble Snare for 3 life. We do have to take another mill hit, but I think I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to hope that 8 turns is enough, I guess. Alright, so... They have to pay 4 per pump to deal 3 to us each turn. I think we can still race it. But yeah, it's probably worth it. Oh, that's cool too. Well, if they have a removal or a bounce, could end up worse for us. Let's copy this first, I think. Actually, I guess we'll attack with Shepherd first. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this. This does put us down to 4 cards left. That's cool. Let's do this first, though. Cool. All right, we'll see for the next one. All right, this one's a keep. Got the Zagras and ideally a way to prolong the game here. Unfortunately, Lithoform Engine, not that cool with Zagras. Downside of Legends, I suppose. I'll make our opponent think we're a warrior deck. All the red sources, huh? All right. Main deck Broken Wings. Main deck Broken Wings. Well, thankfully our deck's got a little bit more going on for it than Lithoform Engine. So it kind of tells me they have Rabid Bite. I don't think that play makes a lot of sense if they don't have Rabid Bite. It makes me want to wait a turn too, so I can take out the Blight Blade. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. We are setting ourselves behind a little bit, admittedly, but ultimately I think it's worth it. Yeah, maybe they don't. Who knows? So now we can go Blood Priest plus Zagras. Yeah, I'd say that's the play. Or I guess I was supposed to do it in the other order. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Broken Wings coming up huge. I don't know if there's a reason I'm supposed to be sandbagging lands or not. So we've got some card draw in here. Our opponent is super flooded. Wow. Who does my opponent think they are? Alex Stephenson? Getting that flooded? Wow. So 3 in the air, attack with everything. Yep. All right. We'll see you for the next one. All right. We've got a great keepable hand here. Really strong hand. Potential turn 4 Zagras. My opponent's name is Squirtle in her Meowth. Highly, highly inappropriate. All right. Uh-oh. One's got that sweet, sweet Ruin Crab. Well, as much as I'd like to keep this Kabira takedown, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, man. There was one of our ways to deal with Ruin Crab. So... Oh, not that one. This one. So we'll jam the Blood Priest into Adept, into Zagras, and hope that's good enough to beat a turn 1 Rune Crab. Oh, good. Well, that makes me feel a little better. Leaving 4 mana up, huh? I don't like it, but we're going to go for Zagras. If they have the answer, then I guess next turn we'll feed the Swarm on the Crab. I think they likely have an Into the Royal, but go for it. We're also just a land away from... Oh, I didn't have anything. Land away from Core Celebrant plus Feed the Swarm, which is quite nice. And if they just have like a Bubble Snare, it's not that big of a deal. All our guys will still have Death Touch. Plus we have Feed the Swarm, but Feed the Swarm, a little bit of a priority on this Ruined Crab right now. That's my main concern. We still got 16 cards, doing okay. But let's see what they got. Well, 3 damage, not enough. Wow. They really went all in on that, huh? Well, good news for us. The low cost of 1 life. We've taken care of the one thing in this game that looks like it could have beat us. Don't have double black, I guess I should note. Oh, Channeler. Okay. So, can attack with both, I guess. Then they just block the Blood Priest. Don't have 6 mana for the Silencer. I think we just go Shepherd. And attack here. Not my favorite trade, but a trade I'm willing to do nonetheless. All right, acceptable. So Silencer can only neg 2 at the moment, because we got a board full of clerics. Perfect draw. So, get in with Flyer. Yeah, technically I could attack with Blood Priest too for Silencer value, but no. We just play this and let it get buffed. Make them deal with 2 big flyers. Draw 2 and find something. 2 Bubble Snares? Well, that wouldn't be good enough. Royal Eruption plus Bubble Snare? No, that wouldn't be good enough either. All right. Well, ended up winning out with this deck. I think we only took 1 loss. So, pretty sweet. Turned out the Zagrath splash really paid dividends for us. Zagras, rather. Yeah, I feel like we won basically every game with Zagras. Or at the very least, he contributed in every game. And only 3 mountains still did something. Lithoform Engine won us 1 game, so cool. This deck came together nicely, and I hope you enjoyed it. So, oops, how do I get out of this screen? There you go, 7-1. All right, we'll see you for the next one.